Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. We are currently in Baker Street, and I think it's saved after I talk to Watson about getting Butcher's pig. Yeah, and that's the goal. We're still trying to find out who murdered Peter Carey, and we have to go into a preparation for a harpoon throwing experiment. I'm just going to quickly talk to Watson to make sure that it's actually...
Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Oh, could we do that? Let's talk to Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Oh, okay. So, find the crew has been completed. Lestrade might have some new facts about the case. What else? What do we have here in terms of our evidence? We still have our bond certificate. Find a use for the bond certificate. Who would know about that? I guess maybe if we go to Lestrade at Scotland Yard? Or we could go to the Butcher's. I kind of want to do this harpoon experiment. I'm going to do this harpoon experiment. Let's go to the Butcher's. Oh. We're doing it at the Butcher's. Oh, I mean, I guess that makes for easier cleanup. Oh my god, do we have our own room? What is this? Oh, good lord. Well, hello, Watson.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Uh-oh.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Okay. Oh my god. This is... Oh god, okay. This isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Aha!
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
It was only one. I thought I was remarkably astute. There's one thing I feel like they're overlooking. Like, maybe he didn't throw the harpoon. Maybe he rammed someone through with it. Like, used it like a spear rather than a throwing weapon. I don't know. Seems possible. We got some more deductions, which was B, if I was correct. It's been a week. It's going to take me a second just to get in here. Pin to the wall. Strength requirement. Experiments proved that a similar result with a harpoon can only be achieved with extraordinary strength or by hard training. Can I combine those together? Feat of strength. It requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might It requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. A lucky throw. There's a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carley to the wall with a harpoon. I mean, I don't tend to think that luck is going to be a part of it. I'm going to go with a feat of strength. I don't trust the Gardner. We haven't met a Gardner yet, but that's what I'm going with. Okay, so we're going to go with feat of strength. I guess these are going to like link off into other stuff and give me potential suspects. Alright, so that's that experiment done. Next on our list of tasks is... oh, meet Lestrade. That's Scotland Yard. Who's this guy? Oh.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Oh god. That was fantastic. Okay, so let's go examine Hurtley's belongings. Who is this man? The evidence room was right here. Hurtley's belongings. Oh, boots!
These are the suspect's belongings.
Can I borrow these boots?
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Bigger than the boots that we found at the scene that were too small, so that's a good start. A pen.
Nothing unusual about it.
Okay. And a stained letter.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Well, we're not going to go speak to him yet. Let's take these boots to the crime scene. I'm sure they won't mind me just taking stuff out of the police station. A man of my caliber. And we're back. Okay, so the footprints were over here, weren't they? Wait a minute. Who put these pumpkins here? Hey!
Match the footprints exactly.
So he was here. Is he going to be a strong man? We have a new deduction. They match the footprints, but there's no Gardner? Maybe that's... Are you the Gardner? Unexplained presence. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their Gardner. Can I confront her about the fact that I found boots that put the man at the scene? Go speak to her to find out. Worth trying, isn't it?
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Guess not. Okay, so let's go back to Scotland Yard. Oh wait, no, stained letter. Stained letter. I think I can do this at Baker Street. We can go back to our desk. Watson. He appears to be having a fantastic time. Here we go. Recover Hurtley's letter.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition. all 7 reagents should be used.
Oh,
Second
no.
condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Sherlock, if you're so bloody smart, why didn't you just write down the order that I need to put them in the goddamn beaker? Why would you put question marks? Why would you make this a puzzle, my dear fellow? So we know it starts with blue, colorless, orange, and then green. Okay, so it starts with blue. Ah. I was holding it in front of my eye. I was like, I thought it was just going to pour it in. It did not. Is that both blues? The conditions? Oh,
First
no.
condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
I'm gonna play that one more time. Hang on.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
But we have to use the green. But then it says orange should be the 3rd. But we still have a blue left. And we also have 2 oranges. Oh god, and we have 2 colorlesses. Oh wait, it said 7 needs to be used, and we actually have... Oh no, we have 7. I just can't count. Don't worry about it. So... Would it be blue again? Because then it would be... Blue, green, blue. That's only 2 colours. The 3rd would be... Orange. If that's how it works. Is it both oranges? Or would it be orange? He said the colourless has to go after the orange, but you can't put 2 in at the same time, I don't think.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay. So we have to put in colourless after we put in orange. Would it then just be orange colourless again? Surely it wouldn't be that easy.
Done.
Oh my
Now I
god.
can proceed further.
Wonderful.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Do I dab? I do. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider? Reconsideration and remember our vows? Oh god, hopefully it reads this out to me.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Ah, here we go. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. And remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonourable for which you, me. We can probably confront him with this letter. So let's... Oh, we have a new deduction. Hang on. Liam Hurtley's letter. Can I do anything with the break in it? No. Ah, wait. The notebook and the break-ins. Oh, of course, because he was trying to break in to get his notebook. Of course. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Okay, hang on. Is there anything else we have here? Missing tin box? Is that related to the break-in attempts? No. Not related to the smoking either. I'm just going through everything at this point. I don't think any of these are really related to each other. Okay. Worth a look, isn't it? Try and get all the information I can. I don't really know who's guilty. I guess we'll find out after we talk to this second potential person. No, we've still got John Nelligan. I don't quite understand how he fits into this. Of course, they could be working together. Right, let's go speak to him. Hopefully he's in here? Do we have multiple people in here now? Oh, we do. There he is. John Nelligan. Right. Lestrade, didn't you tell me there was a man? Oh, wait, is it this guy? Aha, Liam Hurtley.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Oh wow, you said that line with such vigor.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Okay, let's do our profile first. Nothing really obvious on his face. Eyes, no. Ears, no. Hair, scar. Old scar. Around the neck. Good lord, that's a nasty place to get had. Oh, there's a handkerchief with a crested tit. Like the book. Wait, where do we see? No, yeah, the book that his wife had. Book that his wife had. I knew we'd seen it somewhere before. Plant remains on his knees. He's the gardener. 100%. The gardener that doesn't exist. His hands, manual labor. Yeah, gardener's hands. So let's ask him about Woodman's Lee.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
You here? Boots don't match. Well-kept garden, tobacco pouch. Hurtley's boots match. Let's go with that one.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Hurtley's letter.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Okay, I can ask him again about his presence at Woodman's Lee.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
You're the gardener, mate.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
This is all seemingly leading towards a relationship between his wife and the gardener. That's my current leading theory. Let's read this. Hurtley is a stranger who was arrested by the police as a suspicious individual, seen prowling around at night near Woodman's Lee. He is a former soldier who left the military with an honourable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Now he lives a quiet life, working as a gardener. Okay. Can we talk to Nelligan? While I'm here? Should we see if we have anything to talk to Nelligan about while we're here?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong. What am I doing here?
No.
I've done nothing wrong.
Nothing we can do there. Okay, so let's go back to Woodman's Lee. I need to go speak to the crew as well, don't I? And we need to go to the harbour as well, don't we? Not that I see that as a map marker. Maybe it's at Baker Street? Wait, yeah, that's a valid point. Maybe I have to wait for our contact. Can I confront the woman again? The tools would be in the shed, right? That's where I'd keep my gardening tools anyway. Nice bike. I can talk to her again. Let's talk about Liam Hurtley.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Can I access the garden tools?
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Let's go have a look.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Well, so far, gardening tools. Who saw that coming? A grinder, a scythe. Oh, let's go into our extraterrestrial vision. Extraterrestrial? That's not the word I'm looking for. Extrasensory. There we go. Extraterrestrial would indicate that he's some form of alien. Ah, there is a plank on the floor. An ill-fitting plank. There's the box. Appears to have a lock on it.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh. Rotate the lock cylinders to form a complete line. Please note that some lines are deceptive. Wait, so what am I doing? Oh. Good lord. Oh, I see. I see. There we go. That wasn't so bad. A bunch of letters.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Who saw that coming? But why were they in a box? In the husband's house? That is the same box, right? Maybe that's a different box. Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. Okay. That's not good. That would imply that if they could kill the man to get rid of him. Can I confront her with this newfound information? You and Liam Hurtley.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
What are you talking about?
Here's the romantic correspondence.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Okay. Well, that gives us another clue here. If I go... Judith Carey's letters... Can I do the letters and the confession? Does that lead to something? It does. Okay. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. Ooh, that's led to this. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey has gives him motive to kill. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him motive to kill Peter Carey. Interesting. We still have the feat of strength that isn't connected to anything, though. Retrieving the notebook is still a thing. Do we have any more clues here? I guess the other one could be related to the sailors that I've yet to meet. We have... No, so that wasn't the tin box. That was just a different box. Yeah, that's not related to that. Ah. The confession and the letter? Didn't I just do this one? Harmless flirting? It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love. He didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. Desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. I don't think it's jealousy. Maybe jealousy? Jealousy isn't the word I'd use. Maybe he was trying to help her get out of this horrendous relationship she was in? But I'll go with jealousy for now. I think we can change it if we need to. Now we have two balls. Hurtley's motive. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him motive for killing Peter Carey. Hurtley's innocence. Hurtley's presence at Woodman's Lee on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. Oh, that is motive, but he could also be innocent. Can I just not pick one of these? I think we can change them around, right? If we can. Okay, for now I'm gonna go with probably innocent. Maybe not. Ah. Red colour highlights logical conflicts between deductions. They can be resolved by switching the answer here. So he can't be innocent if he's jealous. If he's jealous, then that's his motive. Which I guess makes sense. Okay, interesting. But before we go meet the sailors, I think I'm going to end this episode here. So I'm going to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members and the coffee supporters. It really does help me keep the channel going. And it means the world to me. But as always, I'll see you next time.